This is your boy Bry. I'm over here at the house. I'm not even on vacation yet. Don't even start until the 7th, but happy 4th of July. Happy independence from Britain. Happy independence from a tyrannical government that tried to tell people what to do. Very similar what's going on today, or what has happened in the last 3 years. You know, we're independent, and at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna tell us. So, but at the end of the day, I want to look at it like this: we're celebrating the 4th of July. We're celebrating freedom for all people of every creed, of every race, and every religion, to live your lives the way that you want to live it, without a government trying to tell you what you, the DIYer, the American citizen, the free human being, what to do. Let me just give you a rundown on the grill, okay? Because I want to tell you what we got here. We've got some 85% ground beef. If you take a look deep into the burger, you can see that I took some baby red bell peppers and diced them up with some onion, a yellow onion. We've got them going on in there. We've also got some seasoning. We do put a little bit of the Himalayan pink sea salt on it. We put a little bit of this Weber Chicago steak inside there. We put it all together. And I've got some nice onion rolls, very fresh. But and there's right there. There's 13 burgers. Okay. And if you know what that means, that may even, let's say that, how did I know to make 13 burgers? I mean, that's just what came out of the pack. I think I bought 4 pound, something like that. But 13 burgers for 13 colonies. And at the end of the day, America's never going to fall. It's never going to succumb to the Joe Bidens of the world and the other reprobates that would like to see her fall. There's too many patriots like us eating burgers like this and living a free life. I'm going to tell you something. These burgers smell delicious. They look delicious, and we're going to bring you along the way when we make the food over this. Well, I don't celebrate the 4th of July as one day. I do it as a week-long minimum. So we're going to bring you some other foods, but just look how they're crisping up nice down. Let me tell you something. Last night I made some chicken thighs in the Dutch oven. And we've got them for leftovers. But the way I like to eat is I don't like to go out to dinner and buy my food at McDonald's or whatever. I've canceled all my subscriptions. However, what I do like to do is make my food and make it to where the situation allows me to make it as whole as I can make it and as good as I can make it. Because as you see here on the compound, we've got work to do, people. We've got work to do with that little guy right there, that Eiger, and that wagon, and that wood pile. But we'll get you back over here at the grill because I know you're going to want to see these babies flip. And these are really nice. These are, we have a price chopper up our way. It's called Price Chopper. And they've got some really, really nice meat there. And this, they didn't have the pre-made burgers. My buddy sent me in the store. I was going to take him some over to his campsite, which is about 10 minutes from where I'm at. But let's get this one over here. Let's get this one up here. Let's do this. But he wanted the pre-made burgers, and they didn't have any. They really didn't have any. So at the end of the day, we're going to go ahead and we didn't have the pre-made burgers for ourselves, so we're going to go ahead, and I actually like making them. I don't mind. I mean, I know he's at a campsite, so it's kind of, he's limited on supplies and probably cooking utensils and everything else. But here at the compound, we like to make them and add a little something to them, put a little twist to them, as my buddy Eric used to say. We used to play poker, and he'd say, "Let's put a little twist on it." And we're putting a twist on these burgers, I guarantee you right now. Now, the important thing is, let me show you something. It's not to to flip them too soon. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a nice little crisp on the other side, just a little bit. But yeah, so today was a beautiful day. It rained a little bit, actually. It rained, and I don't know if you can see the lawn. Let me bring you over here. Man, that lawn just really came together. I actually edged the side of the driveway here. I edged them, and I went down the center, and let me show you a little something here. Let me show you something. I made this little tool. Okay. It's just a broom handle. I didn't make that, but what I did is I drilled it out, and I've got this little tool right here. I don't know if you can see it. I hammered it out on the forge. And what I did was, as the weeds grew up, I went right along here and popped all the little weeds out. And look at that. There's no weeds down my center line of the driveway no more. Little Susie is going to be putting back together here shortly. I might do that tomorrow or the next day. But let's get back to the 4th of July festivals, people. What we have here is a situation that says we have got to pay attention, because this is dinner right here, people. This is dinner, and I'm a carnivore, so look at that. That's got a nice little char. Plenty of juice on the inside still. Plenty of juice, okay? That just kind of chars up the edges just a little bit, sort of like a steak, you know. But this is the roadmap to success right here, people. When you're eating good and you're living good, that's why it's so important when the government tries to tell you that they want you to eat bugs and you know, all kinds of species of bugs and rodents, because you shouldn't be eating beef. This is why it's important to put a display on in an act of an aggression towards tyranny, and say no, we won't be eating bugs and insects like you try to push the agenda. And you say, well, I never heard nobody push the agenda. Well, you know, the government paid Nicole Kidman. I don't know if you remember her, but she's an actor, or actress, rather, and they paid her to try to tell people how good bugs were. Now, I can say this: if you think that she's eating bugs and she's not just putting that on there for you to eat, you got rocks in your head. You probably got rocks in your head. These people, these elites, get up there and they preach to you what they want you to do, but they don't really do it. They tell you, oh, bugs are they got a lot of calories in them and so forth, and we don't want you to eat beef. Beef's really bad for the planet. Well, here's a news flash, okay? I wish I had one of these news flash banners underneath my thing running, like Fox News or CNN has, because my news flash would say to all the people, especially in America, we're not eating bugs, people. I don't worship the earth. Do you understand that? We're not the same. A lot of these left-wing radicals, these woke people, they worship the earth as if this is their God. Instead of worshiping the God that created the earth, they'll tell you that doesn't make sense, but you should rather worship the earth and try to save it, as if you're going to get more than 100 years on this earth. You're going to come, you're going to go, and then you're going to meet your maker. And you're going to realize that, you know, if you're worshiping the earth to the point that you don't even want to use the resources that the maker has put here for you, then maybe you need to reevaluate your situation. But the 4th of July, it's America, and it's our independence from the kings and the queens that we didn't want to go along with. And the situation here says we're not going to have it. We're going to be free people living amongst our fellow patriots, and we're going to be free to the very end. But this is your boy Bry. I've got to get these hamburgers on the plate, because I know I got to put some ketchup and some spicy mustard on these. And I do have some raw onion and some raw pepper to put on top as a condiment. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this underway, people. But let me give you one last look. There you go. There it is. We're working with you, people, and we're flipping the ones that are done. I just turned it down a little bit while I was talking to you, so let me pipe that back up. And this is your boy Bry. We're going to get videos out to you. We're going to show you what we got going on. I worked all day outside. This is the only meal I'm going to eat here all day. I've worked all day, and I'm ready to eat. So I'll talk to you later. Happy independence from tyrannical governments, and happy Independence Day, people, America.